All right, this is my van tour. I have been waiting to do this for a while, but I think I'm finally ready. So it's a Chrysler Pacifica. This is a I think 2020, 2021, something like that, or 2019 maybe. We have a rooftop box that was recently installed and is great because it gets a lot of the adventure stuff out of the van and into the top. So I installed these security brackets. The Chrysler Pacifica comes with these screw ones that anyone can pull off, so I replaced those. Let's start at the back. So the back of the van, right now this is in our driving mode, so it's got a lot of camping or sleeping gear in it. So inside this little bundle here is 2 pillows, a 4 or 5 inch mattress. Underneath here you can't see, there's a sleeping bag and some blankets. There's also a smaller camp size pillow over here, so we can actually sleep 3 in here. I keep this separate roll. It goes under our feet. The Chrysler has like a little hump that kind of sits where your hips are, and so it makes it uncomfortable. So I keep this and just kind of like use it to level out the sleeping bag or the sleeping area. It is, as you can see, it takes up a lot of the space. This is like most of the van back here is sleeping gear. I would like to figure out another place to put this, but for now it works. This is new. I got it. I'm gonna try and install it it's like one of these, stick-on things that stretches across, and so I think it'll be easier to pull on and off than these, which is what I'm using today in the back. I have 3 of them right now. There's 2 here and 1 in there, and they're these WeatherTech things that keep that insulate the windows and keep the light out. So the 2 that I have are the ones for the sliding doors, and then I have the back doors. I have them the WeatherTech, and then I have a piece of metal that I've put over the WeatherTech, and that's just so that I don't really take these out. I kind of like leave them in black back here, and it's kind of cool because we can I can store books back here. I've put a bunch of like decals, and there's some like magnetic things that I've got, and it just kind of adds a little character. Back here I've got the cups and stuff where I store those. This is these 2 bags. There's 2 bags there. I'll show you the other one from the side. That's where we store our like clothes and stuff that we bring with us. So those come in and out every time we go camping. This is the dog mat, and I got 2 of them. So one is a mat that lays down, and then the brown thing is like kind of a dry our dog off. And then I put that over the edge of the bed because sometimes she puts her head on the bed and it leaves like a nasty saliva print. So this like prevents us from doing that. You can see Sarah's seat here. This is a collapsible car seat thing, and it's great because I can collapse it and put it in the front seat when we're sleeping. That's obviously the stow and go seat, so that seat will go down to the floor. Under the floor there, I have a big bag, and then it stores all kinds of odds and ends. So it's got like some of the cooking stuff. It's got fire making stuff. It's got our dog food, pots and pans, all that stuff is in there. On this side, I'll show you because I think this is an important one. This is where all the electrical and plumbing is under here. So let's open it up. So I've got 2.5 gallon or 3 gallon tanks here. I've removed the plugs, so they do just kind of like leak if you overflow them, or if it sloshes around too much and they're full. But I also drilled a couple of holes down in the bottom here so it drains. So the bottom of this is meant to get wet if it needs to. Everything else, so you can see, is kind of held up and raised a little bit, so it doesn't interfere with anything. I've got a big plastic tub here. Inside of here is 2 lithium batteries, and they are 300 amp hours each. Or sorry, 30 amp hours each, 12 volt. So 60 total amp hours. It's more than I need, but you know, I had the space and decided to overdo it rather than underdo it. Fuse box down here. Things that are hooked up. This is the TV. This is the and the pump is right there, and then this is the fan. This is a converter that takes the 12 volt down to 5 volt for like USB stuff. I was using it because I had a Raspberry Pi in here that I was doing some stuff with, but I didn't end up actually needing that. It's like one of those nerd out things that I didn't do anything with. I've got an on-off switch here, so this turns off all of the power out of the light of the batteries. I had that just in case I, you know, when I'm storing it for a long period of time. Some extra food, this bear spray, in case we need it. This is an electric blanket, so it plugs in via the carport and has some heating stuff in there. Got chains down here. This is a hot water pot. It runs off 12 volt. I used to have it out and would like heat up coffee in the morning, but it just takes so long that I stopped doing that. Here's a pump. It's a reversible pump. It runs, so it runs in and out. And so when I fill the tanks, I have this water bag, and then I put the tube in the water bag and it sucks the water into the tanks. And then when I want to pull the water out, I just flip it and go the other way. This is the controller for it. So it's got a little remote control that I use, and that's what sends the water in and sends it out. So that is down there. Let me show you how I access all of this. All right, so this is I have 2 fans up here, and these are connected directly to the battery. So if I want to turn them on, I can just turn this on. You can hear them kind of running there, and then turn them off. I have, this is the water tube, so it comes out just kind of down here, and then it's pretty long, as you can see, and I just kind of like drape it over the back of the car seat here. There's probably a better way to do this, but for now it seems to work. And so what I can do is just sort of pull out, if I want to fill up a water bottle or whatever, I can just pull that out and fill. I got one of these that's just kind of storage, fits on the back, and then this one is a little bit, it's got like a table so that if we're like eating on the go or something, my daughter can eat in the table there. And then I've got a little, one of these little doodads. So I've got USB, and I've got 3 different ports here that can all sort of turn on and off independently. This has also got a battery monitoring, voltage monitoring thing that I can use. I've got this little switch down here, and this just turns on and off. So that turns on the TV, turns off the TV. The reason we do that is, I'll turn it on real quick. The TV has this light, and it's really annoying at night. So I can just flip the whole thing off, and it just turns off the TV. So that's the monitor. It's an Android thing. So I download movies, Ace Prime Video. I download the movies onto it when I'm at home over Wi-Fi, and then I have it's got a little USB drive. So it's got like, I don't know, 250 gigabytes or something. So way more storage than I need. But I can download as many movies as I want and watch them whenever. Front's kind of like standard. I've got, for charging the battery, I wired into this DC port back here, and then I run the cable down and through, and it runs under the seat. You can see the cable there, and then it down into here. And so basically when I'm driving, that DC port turns on when the car's on, and it charges the battery, and then when I stop, it stops charging the battery, discharging. So it's isolated through this, the fact that this DC port is isolated. I've had some problems with it. It seems like it turns on sometimes, this port turns on when the car's not on, and so I have to be careful to like things like when I'm filling the tank, which is uses a lot of power. or when I'm watching movies is okay, but when I'm filling the tank, I try to start the car. So it's running. I think that's just about it. It's got into the standard Android Auto / Apple CarPlay, so I can do that for navigation. Oh, I have this table here, and my stove and pots and stuff. These will go into the underneath the seat over there. The table rolls up, and then I can fit it. It slides underneath the center table. So this is nice because I can just kind of set it next to the car in the morning and make breakfast. So I can make breakfast without necessarily having to put on shoes or get out of the car or anything like that. So I think that's it. I'll maybe cut and do another section of this video with the mattresses out so you can see the sleeping area and maybe the movie on and all that. Yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you guys think, and looking forward to comments, or there's probably some optimizations I can do here, and would love to hear it. Oh, I forgot to mention, I just installed these, but this is a curtain that goes across. So again, at night, I'll show you that one in the nighttime video, but that curtain will go all the way across and kind of like provides a little more privacy and blackout. I generally don't use this. We've done a week-long trip, but that's about as far as I would go. I don't live in this full time, but I do weekend trips. We do 2 to 3 days, a lot, about every other weekend. I've done it for the last year or so. So it's a great little weekender van, and it's been awesome. All right, thanks.